everybody. We are back with some more Final Fantasy XIV. Refund my monies. No, bloody. We already share all the monies. There's nothing to refund anymore. All right. So we've got... Oh, we don't have a bit of a dilemma yet. Play the hammer beaks and obtain their ribs from the north. I'm lowering my donation to $4.95. How's it going, Sam? Welcome to the stream, buddy. But ice cream is life. Ice cream is life. Alright, we got a bit of a run to get back to this place. So you doing any better now, Saverick? I know earlier you were still having some problems. Wondering if it's gotten any better for you. The long, slow run. Unlike those who question he who is Joe Doom. I am Joe Doom. That is unfortunate. Mr. Doom does need a home, but it is going to be a long-ass time before Mr. Doom can afford a house. With inflation in this game, holy shit. Ha! Order! Maybe. Who knows? Joe Punch! Now with that hair, he isn't. Alright. Now we are going to have a little bit of a debate here. Oh, no. Nah, that ain't Joe Doom. I'm gonna be a star, Mr. Fonzarelli. Punch! Just gotta beat the ever-loving hell out of this hammerbeak. No, it's not time to kill Mr. Doom. Punch! Back! Hammer Beaks must die! But anyways, the debate that we're going to have is once I hit level 10 and am able to get another class option if I so choose it, is whether to keep him as the punching maniac, Joe Doom, or start moving him down the path of getting his stand. Now you know. Falcon Punch! But yes, this brings many an important question. Basically, once I hit level 10, whether we're going to keep Joe Doom as a pugilist and beat things up with our fists, or if we're going to take him to become a thaumaturge so he can start getting his stand later. A Spriggan Chumbler. I don't know what a Chumbler is. I'm not sure I want to know. Hell's a Chumbler! You are being watched. I don't want to be watched. Basically, instead of punchy punch things, I would end up casting like fire and ice at things. And slowly start building that up so that eventually I could become the Arcanist. And then turn into a summoner. As opposed to going the current path I'm on, which would be like monk. Watched. The Dark Brotherhood. They've returned. And yes, go for casty ice bits. He needs his stand. Hup, 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 hup. Alright, we're gonna do that once we hit level 10, which should be pretty soon here. Basically, after turning these in, you're being watched. Anarchy? What's anarchy? Now I'm confused. The anarchist. Arcanist! Some superstitions. As far as I'm concerned, there's no better omen for Homage and Sons than you. Ever since you began helping out the station, our operations have been running without so much as a single hiccup. Orc, 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 orc. How's it going, Hack? Hacks! And I don't blame you, sir. Since we're going to be going for this, I will take that staff for now. Zug zug. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Ul'Dah. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Weiston, and he is very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'Dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must prepare to pay a sultan's ransom. Bothering me when you should be doing something productive. I know that feeling! One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. So lobbying, then. Suffice it to say, if Weiston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening, but that eventually may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Weiston and volunteer for his expedition. Mayhaps I should! What were we going on about again? Bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. Ah, there we go. Say, let me in! Told her so, I told her! What the hell's is that incompetent little runt doing anyway? Rare as orders like this may be, we should always be keeping hammer-baked ribs on hand. Well, I'll be damned. Guess the girl found a way after all. Thanks for the help, venturer. Don't quite understand it myself, but fellas straight said to do it the old way, even though we could be using shards to refine silver faster and cheaper. Well, it ain't my guild, so if that's how they want it, just goes to show that the Martyrs Guild has more money than it knows what to do with. God's what I wouldn't do to have that kind of problem. What? You were supposed to guest on a podcast that should have started 20 minutes ago, 10 more and you're done. What the fuck is... Why are they delaying it? Did they even, like, talk to you and give you a reason? Or is it just, whatever? Internal release, huh? What the fuck is that? Oh. Just a shit ton of crit. Okay. Ah. Grouchy old orcs. You there, help me! A mischief of Kickhorn has stolen our cargo. The thieving rats love anything that sparkles, and they've made off with several coffers of precious gemstones. The overseer will flay me alive if he finds out. I beg you, help me get the gemstones back. The Kikern fled to their lair to the southwest. Follow the tracks and you're bound to find them. The truth about chairs. Best podcast ever. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo, porter? This is your first visit to this shop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. One minute per 15 gil, as opposed to... Oh, that is significantly less time. Yep, I don't feel like walking, so we'll do that. The truth about chairs and why they should perish. Okay. And now we get weird chocobo song. While we go and become a thaumaturge. And then slowly work on leveling that up by casting fire at shit. Thaumaturges get a really, really weird mechanic, if memory serves, where, like, you get bonuses for casting fire magic repeatedly, but it eats your mana, and then you cast ice magic to replenish mana. Choco de Mambo! Yeah, I would be a little bit upset myself. Wasn't Choco de Mambo like the Final Fantasy VII one? I'm pretty sure it was the Final Fantasy VII one. Maybe. Okay. Ethernet. Hey you! Take me to thaumaturge. No? Are you sure? It is fate that has guided you to our steps, friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide with me in your arcane ambitions. Or spoken in haste. What? Ah. Oh, okay. I can't actually do it yet. I have to go and do monk, or I have to go do pugilist level 10 quest. When is Joe Doom coming to D&D? We might have Joe Doom come to D&D at some point. I really need just a halfling monk that runs around and like beats things up. What I really need is to finish looking through that pro wrestling RPG and set up something for that, because that would be interesting. I see you've been training hard as ever. Ah, your eyes are starting to have the sharpness of a predator about them. Last time you learned the basics of combinations. Today I would have you build on that knowledge. Ended up being a silver dragon. I've set up 5 wooden dummies outside the guild along the merchant strip, by way of a warm-up. I want you to deal each a solid boot-shine combo. Oh, and don't mind the townsfolk who gathered to watch. Thanks. I guess. You know, you're, this pleases me that you have an audience. But I'm still slightly concerned. Hey, how's it going, Lucretia? Welcome to the stream. And yes, the graphics on this are gorgeous. It's Final Fantasy though, so that kind of always is. Oh god. You're doing the conversion to 5th ed for Psionicist? I wish you luck. I wish you all the luck. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know, but... So the wooden dummies have felt your wrath. Good. Now we can move on to your lesson. When you first came to us, I taught you that combinations make a pugilist. What you need to know next is not any hopscotch of strikes makes a combination. There's an order to things, a natural flow from one technique to another. Today I would have you practice one of the most elementary combinations in a pugilist arsenal. It goes boot shine, true strike, then bring it home with a blistering snap punch. If you pull this off, you'll attain a heightened state of awareness called grease lightning. In this state, we pugilists can unleash more combinations more swiftly. Now you'll need some opponents to practice on. The Cairn that infest the rat's nest in central Thunderland ought to serve. Hit them with snap punch 3 times and we'll call it a lesson well learned. I hate you a little bit. What current thing they're doing? Oh, more Adventure Zone. What's Adventure Zone doing that's making you cringe? Nope, don't care. Don't care about your weird rave sticks. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. What am I looking for? Oh, I gotta go all the way out there. Awesome. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Just gotta run it. Gotta run it. This displeases Joe Doom that he has to walk so far. Just so that this out-of-breath old man can say that he saw me do something that he could not have seen me do. Ah. Yeah, that... You haven't played Final Fantasy in a long time. Yeah, they've done a lot. Final Fantasy has been known to do quite a bit. Ha! Snap punch! Snap punch! Yeah, I'm live on Twitch. I should be anyway. I have someone on Twitch, so I would hope so. The last time you played, they just came out with 10. That's fair. 10 was a pretty good one. Albeit Titus made me kind of hate life a little bit, but... Oh boy. Punch! Yeah, Lucretia is over on Twitch, so... And she claims she's watching me on Twitch, so it should be working. I don't know why it said it wasn't. Oh well. Why are you not double streaming? Mind you, I'm recontemplating my decision to do that. But just because it's so much harder to get bots to do anything I want them to do. I would gladly take Titus over Squall. Titus actually had characterization. Hey! Got a punch! Babaroon! Half shell! Yeah! Strike! You just like that Squall and freaking what's his name just had a really love-hate relationship with each other, Fox. I know, right? Like straight up just paid it absolutely no mind. Just, dude, take a hint. Hey. Uh-oh. Punch up the kick-arn. He's not what I wanted. You know what's funny? I can't even remember his rival's name, because that's just how little I cared about them. I remember Squall. I can't remember the rival's name. Yep, there we go, Cypher. I knew it was like something really, really ridiculous. Cypher. Nope, nope. Punch! Turbo punch! Oh god. Is this where Joe Doom finally dies? Nope. Punch! Okay, it might be. Yep, KO. Whatever, I needed to go back here anyway. I know, right? It's so smooth and polished. Punch kick, it's all in the hips. But now, he will punch no more. For why would Joe Doom sully his own hands when he can just blast things from afar and make other things do his work for him? Nope, you're not the only person. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. Oh, right, stuff. You've already experienced Grease Lightning? Crikey, Joe, you're a natural at it, just like I was. Fucking stunning. What, Final Fantasy on the new rig? I bet it looks gorgeous. Not to brag, but I happen to be a veritable storm under Grease Lightning. I'd treat you to a demonstration here and now, except... I'm liable to tear down the entire guild in the process. Master Hammond has a penchant for regaling us with tales of his exploits, but these never amount to a demonstration. His favorite is his victory over the fearsome marauder Wild Axe, whom he felled with a combination so swift and seamless they say you couldn't see his hands, or so the legend goes. That one never gets old. Our dearest master's humility aside, your progress is truly astounding, Joe. If I don't keep on my toes, you're likely to surpass me in a matter of moons. Just between you and me, Chichuto's been in a slump of late. It all began when her closest friend and guildmate suddenly up and disappeared. Rurakuta's the lad's name, and he and Chichuto joined the guild together. The two of them were born to refugees and were orphaned in the Calamity. Not long after I was made guildmaster, I found them on the streets, starved near to death. I did what any decent man would. I took them in and clothed them and fed them. Don't fall, Hack! Don't fall! When they were strong again, they said they wanted to become pugilists like me, and so I trained them as well. Since then, they've been best friends and rivals both, one helping to raise the other up. Ah, would that we knew what's become of Rurakuta. Hashtag rivals. But we were talking about you, Joe. You've proven yourself a worthy member of our guild, training hard and learning fast. To recognize your efforts, I grant you leave to join other guilds. Of course, before you can take up another discipline, you need to receive permission from the relevant guildmaster. If combat's your calling, you might like to seek out the gladiators or thaumaturges. But if you'd prefer an alternative to Kraken Skulls, Ul'Dah is also famous for its weavers, goldsmiths, alchemists, and miners. As your guildmaster, though, it'd please me most if you placed our art above others, but whatever you choose to do, know that I wish you the best. The finger under the chin. Yes. The armory system. Myriad disciplines. Yes, yes, yes. First focus on mastering your current class. But I don't wanna! You bastard. Alright, we'll take the leather jack boots and just call it gear sets. Double jogging. Oh, double logging. Hup, 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 hup. Ah, yeah, it's an MMO, so people can always join. I'm about to be a level 1 something here in a second. Whee! Level 1 thaumaturge! Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. My son's Coming to join you. Okay. There truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now, and I shall whisper to you of thaumaturgy's beginnings. The nation of Ul'Dah inherited its tradition from ancient Pelagia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secret of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Naothal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magic of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to hail corruption, a raging fire to cleanse a corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The dwermers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious when applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Arzanath Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. Ah, but before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guildmasters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which awaits therein. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. Will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of the impatient destiny? Yeah? If you don't unmute one stream, it's fucking trippy. A wise decision. Indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guild masters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house, though they all wield supreme authority. It is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Kokabigo, I believe. Drop a tab, turn on both channels, have a lovely evening. It's like the great old one is trying to eat my mind. Hup, 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 hup. Who? What? Oh, Thal's teeth, man! Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. This gentleman is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, prelate Liayaki. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I, for one, find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Kokobuki with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Thal has led us a new aspirant? Ah, Kokobuki. Were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorceress teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of thaumaturgy's secrets, for advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yeah, sure. I mean, it can't be worse than most of the things I see on a daily basis down in Brooklyn. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Joe Doom. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be an addition to your hunting log, the names of such enemies that will prove suitable to your training as a thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are this scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation over? My dear disciple, we have only just begun. Take your new weapons in hand, and I will set you forth upon your first trial. Gee, thanks! Goodness. Now I'm just trying to break him. Why are you trying to break? Alright, how do I change my class? Dermaturge! Dermaturge. Ermagerd. There we go. I think it's a happy screen. Ah, very nice. I did forget that that's actually a very nice addition they did, because leveling side ones is such an important part. It gives you an XP bonus depending on what level your current max one is, or your highest one, I should say. It looks like D&D and Final Fantasy had a baby. Yeah, kind of. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Okay. I've slain them before, but you know what? Can't go wrong with the classic. Get rid of this garbage. Alright, we got Blizzard. Alright, which area we gotta go to? Central! I really should just take this thing. Dun, 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 dun. Hup, 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 hup. Okay. Time to blast some things with ice. I'm seriously making you want to play. I'm a jerk like that sometimes. Go, Blizzard! Bang. Huh, that's a new little meter. I think I remember what it actually does, but it's been a while. Umbral Ice and Astral Fire. Continuously deal devastating amounts of damage while still conserving their MP reserves. Casting one of the fire spells gives the effect of Astral Fire, which increases the potency and MP cost of further fire spells. At the same time, it lowers the potency and MP cost of blizzard spells, but prevents the natural or spell-assisted gradual restoration of MP. Conversely, casting Blizzard, blah blah blah, which increases the speed at which MP naturally covers. Lowers the potency and MP cost of fire spells. This is true. It would give you an excuse to show that off. Alright. Elemental Gauge. Alright, put you over here. No, I don't need the marmot. Thank you. Fire! Needs more fire! See, Joe Doom has no need of your thing. Joe Doom does what he pleases. Chew. Alright, where are these shrews? I need to find some shrews. Ah, there's some shrews. Also, there's a fate over here. Wait, what level is this fate? Hey, you! I merely came unprepared. Didn't think when I left my bed this morning that some slightest cold with a piece-sized chip on her shoulder might challenge me, blah blah blah. I've already seen this. Level 5. Nope, sorry. I need to level once more before I even consider it. Alright. You get to taste the wrath of fire! Oh, not quite what I wanted. Whoa, buddy, whoa! Blah, 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 blah. He's just sad. He's sad that he got taken out by this sad little thing. Fire! This is fair. Although tomorrow I'm gonna be at work, so I'm not gonna have the chance to see jack diddly crap. Except a cash register. Alright, level 4. What does transpose do again? He could talk through his feelings. This is very true. Alright, what does transpose do again? Swaps astral fire with a single umbral ice or umbral ice with a single astral fire. Oh yeah! That stuff's actually really useful. Drunk. You, get over there. Alright, yes, I will help you now. Bloodied and bruised while that hell's cat sits over there smirking. What she did ain't proper and I plan on learning her a lesson. Just this time with a wee bit of help. What say you? Yeah, I say sure. Why not? Let's go. She's all yours, friend. Prishild the Ungood. Ha! Oh, this is gonna go so swimmingly. Fire, 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 transmute, blizz, 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 transmute, more fire, fire, fire. Ow. Oh yeah, this is not going well. I need to leave. Joe Doom will live to fight another day. You, however, will not. Oh. Joe Doom is not dealing with this right now. Okay. I guess we'll go and turn this in. Actually, no. I want to go kill a couple more level 3 things, probably. What is the... XP reward? $100? Yeah. I need to level up a little bit more before we go do that. And yep, that's basically it for Thaumaturge. You just fire, fire, fire until you're basically out of mana, and then you just swap blizz, blizz, blizz until you're full. With a little bit of thunder thrown in there every now and again for good measure. Blizzard! Yeah, you can't really move while casting. Fire! Fire! Fire. You basically just have to stand still while it comes after you. Boom. Can while shooting, cause Bard. Yep, good old bards. Ah! Jodoom will rain fiery vengeance upon thy head. Because Jodoom is the best thaumaturge that has ever lived. But Joe, you just started. Jodoom is the best thaumaturge that has ever lived. Yep. Fire! Fire! And more fire. Alright, there's level 5. Dun, 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 dun. Just need to hit that so that we can actually get the next quest when we go back. Which should bump us up a little bit. Fox Mulket might have something to say about that. He's level 16. Jodoom does not care about your pathetic levels. Jodoom is the greatest thaumaturge of all time. All right. Just like Keflok's the smartest. Alright, let's go talk to the Coco brothers again. He's getting there. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes, Joe. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic laws of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrills of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Yeah, I'm already there. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have! From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Zozamaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter drought of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, The Threat of Intimacy, falls within Kokobaigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Okay. How's it going, by the way, Bushido? You having a good day? Ugh. Ah yes, Joe. I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter to Zozomaya's Guide. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fish shatter bone, blades slide through flesh. Spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. Ugh. That last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Nice. Now let us proceed with your trial. That sounds tasty. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in and feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Joe, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. How's it going, Flame Lord? Welcome to the stream. Alright, that's in Western? Oh geez, that's a ways out in Western. Whew. They're making Joe Doom run! This displeases Joe Doom! That's some tasty chocobo. You really gotta wonder, in Final Fantasy, is like, are chocobos, are they like the chicken of the Final Fantasy world? Do people actually eat them? Who knows? Fire! That is right, they actually bring up that they eat them. I forgot, they talk about chocobo meat. Yeah, they're basically ostriches. I think they're tame terror birds. Fire! Damn it, Cactuar! Aha! I will slow you! Dead. Alright. That XP out of the way. A little bit further now. Okay, a lot a bit further now. Jesus. They are really wanting to make Joe Doom run. Why? Why must they make Joe Doom run so far? Why do they hate Joe Doom so much? Clack, clack, clack. Ignore the giant tortoise. Joe Doom does not have a death wish today. Alright, sounds good, Bushido. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I hope you have a good night. Say hi to the midget Space Dandy. Space Dandy! Go, go, Blizzard! There we go. Very, very tip of the range. Fire! Ow. Please stop chewing on my bits. Oh, good. We got thunder now. Thunder is handy. Thunder! Needs more dots. More dots! Still more dots. Yep. Blizzard. And fire. What? When did I join? Yeah. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Lucretia. Hopefully you have a good rest of your evening. Ah! Yodoom will cast mighty bolts of ice and fire at things. Yazen. Fire. And then there were two. Yes. Batu. Yeah. But yeah, Fox, I've been looking at that pro wrestling RPG and that shit sounds hilarious. I may try to do something with that. Oh boy. Something's biting my tasty bits. Bunch of things are biting my tasty bits. This is not good time for Joe Doom. You'll do your best, Macho Man. Bam! I wonder if those people ever actually showed up for Savrik's podcast thing. Or if he's still waiting to this day. Fire! Fire! Thunder! Yeah, I'd be furious too. Like, I try to give you guys plenty of heads up if something got fucked at my work. And it's never usually that bad. It's maybe like starting 10-15 minutes later. Maybe. Fire! Enjoy the thunder. And ice. It all dead? There we go. Crap tons of XP. You'd be lost without the destructive force that is Tom. It doesn't seem like the others really hit very hard for all their, like, min-maxing nonsense they went for. It seems a little bit underwhelming. Of course, you know, 12th level wizards do that. The dried fish! I love how there's a bar for waiting. I don't think I have, no. I don't think I even got a notification for your Discord. I think I like went in there for half a second before this because I saw new messages in there. And then it was like, oh, you got tagged. And I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't it say so earlier? Like, you know, ever. Alright, are there any other things? Hunting log! Thaumaturge. Wait, which one don't I have completed yet? Ah! Zifrid Cloud. I see. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I saw like, as I said, I saw it right before I got in here. And I saw like what it was voting for. I just didn't have the chance to vote for it. And was annoyed that it had not alerted me way earlier. I'm an idiot. I still need to... Yep, I needed to go all the way out there. Shit. Hey! Hey, Chocobo Porter! Chocobo Porter! Eh? The hell? Oh, they have a weather forecast. Well, that's interesting. That's really interesting, actually. You're saving yours for a tiebreaker. That's fair, I guess. Gate of the Sultana! Time to make the long, arduous run. Zombies! Dun, 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 dun. No, Doom has to run so far. But will his tiny legs be able to carry him? What's really funny is that I know basically none of those adventures. So asking me to vote is like really, really silly. Aha! Stupid rusty goblins! Ah! Like, I know the one. And that's about it. And it's the one that everybody knows. Haha! Fire! Yeah, just keep lighting them on fire, I guess. Don't bet on that. I would not bet on that being the case. Just saying. Yeah! Whee! It has anti-magic fields inside. I still would not bet on that. You know what? I want a little bit more XP. Die! Because the question is does it prevent all spellcasting in the entire area? Because then, yes, Tomb of Horrors is just completely pointless for a mage to go into. Or is it just certain areas? Because if it's certain areas, that's when you just pull some cheeky shenanigans. Makes sense. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Yeah, it's the first time. Registered. Yada blada blada. Okay. Well, what is it then? Come to try and scare me and these poor folk off our land again? Go on, do your worst. I'll not budge one step from this spot. Have a big tail feathers and a letter? Dear God, it's from Oswell. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dearest Kikipoo, it's been too long since I wrote you last. How have you fared since? As ever, I'm a slave to my trade, and sadly it hasn't seen fit to take me to or through the Silver Bazaar in some years. I've heard it told the scum of Ul'Dah have set their sights on your Silver Bazaar. It seems beyond saving. Really, how long do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, sub-birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kikipoo! Yeah, that's fair. Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And hammer-beak tail feathers? The dolt does realize he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswald can go bugger himself. I've no intentions of stepping one ilm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel and I love it. And good on you, Kikipoo. You've a warm face for an outsider. Not like those other curs loitering about the bazaar. Surely you've seen the hammers to the east of here, or at the very least heard them. Well, a few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation. But they're no workers. They're nothing but hired muscle sent to threaten the people of the bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time, but I dare say a formidable lad such as yourself just might be able to scare them off with some strongly worded doubts. What say you? You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee, then. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to the bazaar this fine morning? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I've a taste for, you understand. My brothers, not again! Hey there, friend, I have a sure way into some easy gil if you're interested. It won't even require you to break a sweat. Well, not much of one. All you need to do is slay enough rusty goblins to gather 4 bottles of goblin grease and then deliver them to a here by the name of Ul'Dah at the Hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. It couldn't be more simple. I'm surrounded by fools here. They detest the hammers and the new way of life they symbolize. They care only for the successes of the past, but it blinds them to the opportunities of the present. Change isn't coming, friend. It's already here! I call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I've no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever there is gil to be gotten. Oh, Lazy Dungeon Master is finished? Nice. No. Oh. Hey, you. Who's working? I said piss off. Enough already. I'm leaving, but tell that bloody Kickapoo this is the end of nothing, you hear? Nothing! Woo! Congrats to Sly Flourish. That is, no small feat. Getting that many people. Gotta get this other worker. Please, you must help me! It's my father! Well, he isn't dying or anything. He's a fisherman by trade, you see, but he broke his only compass! He hasn't been able to put out to sea in weeks. The compass is very special. It was crafted by the goldsmiths of Eshtime's lapidaries. Repairing it will require many chunks of magnetite. We're gonna hunt Pokemon? Both in hardcover, because reasons! Such stones can be found near the lighthouse, but the search is not without its dangers. The area is rife with earth spirits drawn to the magnetism. I'm a lowly fisherman's son. I have no arm for fighting, nor the stomach. 3 chunks of magnetite would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father, Galfridis. No doubt he'll be dawdling about the bazaar, as always. Yeah, I question you. I question your abilities. You Silver Bazaar folk are annoying as all hells, I'll give you that. Bugger this job, I'm off to find some peace and quiet. Woo! Yeah, you should probably get some sleep before you go to work. You crazy bastard. Mind you, I do that too, so I don't know why I'm calling you crazy. Not today, specifically, but I do that with like only 4 hours of sleep. Well, if 4 hours of sleep. Hello, anyone up here? No? No. Out! Sleep well, fox! Ah, I was just about to leave anyway, so don't you go thinking you had any part in it. Yeah, you jerk. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Fine, I'm on my way, but tell that Kickapoo this ain't over. I will say nothing, and no one will make me say otherwise. Are they gone then? All of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes so their own masters can buy them. The hammers were built to pound the ground here into solid foundation. The plan is to turn these tracks into manors and manses for Thunderland's wealthy. The same fate awaits the Silver Bazaar. Since the value of the land is set to rise, small wonder some opportunist is trying to drive us all off so he can have it all to himself. The Silver Bazaar may not be what she used to. Aye, more people leave now than come, and aye, more shops close than open. But it's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his dirty work. Jeez, calm down. It's okay. Oh, what is this? Diligent! Cores, cannot drive the piles without earth spirit cores. Cores harden the land, help the piles take hold. Have you any cores? Yeah, we'll start. Cores lying about, cores flying about. Gotta get all them cores. Them cores. Gotta get all them cores. Thunder! Boom. Get nuked. Just keep casting. Haha! Blizzard! Zap. There's some fire! More fire. Needs all the fire. Getting shot by rocks. Don't like it. Oh good. Have a look. More fire. And lightning. And fire. Nice. Do 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 do. Joe Doom is bringing Joe Doom. Alright, I think I need to turn these in after I kick this Earth Sprite's behind for daring to strike Joe Doom in the back. Back! How dare you? Yep, cores. Nice. Nope, still need a bit more. Still need more cores. All the cores! Tons and tons of cores! So many cores! Lightning. Well, I should say thunder. Grab this Earth Sprite core. And keep zapping. I'm just gonna keep casting fire until you die. Stop bothering Joe Doom. We cast thunder first. Thunder! Zap. More zap. Still needs more zap. Nope. You need to get zapped. Back. Fire! Still needs more fire. And shut. A little bit of ice. And some fire. Burn! Foul beast. Okay. And we'll probably go turn it in because I think I've got enough. Maybe. I'm gonna pick that one up on the way and then see what it says. Fire! Jodoom is incinerating all Earth sprites across the countryside. This pleases Jodoom. Bastard Earth sprite, you will now pay for daring to muck up Jodoom's beautiful hair. Fire and vengeance will be brought down upon thy head. Yeah, that should be more than enough, I think. This one it should be anyway. It probably needed 20 since 8 was about enough to get it to to just about the halfway point. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Of course. We're just gonna keep burning some just to see what happens. Fire! Fire! Give the man the core! Do. Gotta give it to him. Can't ever have enough. Alright, decent amount of XP. Now we just gotta kill these things. Rusty goblins! Fire on fire on fire! Woo! You will burn! The glorious wrath of Jodoom shall follow. Boom. Yep, just keep killing them. Get that sweet, sweet chain bonus. More thunder! Oh. And dead. Okay. Oh, come on! Just die! I do not wish to fight you, Earth Sprite, but Joe Doom will deliver your death. Alright, seriously, give it to me. There we go. I'm gonna have to fight one of those at every single one, aren't I? Hey. Lightning! Joe Doom's gonna burn rocks. I don't know how he's gonna burn rocks, but he's gonna burn rocks. Yeah. Damn! Didn't do it quite fast enough. Oh well. Dead Earth Sprites. See if it needs anything else after I deliver it to the hammers. The hammers. Oh shit! It's Michael! How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. How you been? It's been a little while. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy cleaning the sand clogs from these hammers? Gods, I'd kill it for a few bottles of goblin grease right now. Goblin grease! Fafano must have sent you. Thank the gods for both of you. Before long, these tracks will be covered with the estates of Ul'Dah Elite, but the ground is still too loose to build upon. The hammers are pounding to make a solid foundation. Once that's done, you'll see these structures start to rise. The building was planned to stretch even farther, to the heart of the Silver Bazaar even. But it seems the powers that be are being met with some local resistance. I hear some lass named Kickapoo holds the rights to the bulk of the land there. Stubborn to a fault, that one. A bloody thorn in the side. Alright, level 9. Oh yeah. Addle. Nice. You got it decorated? Sick. Don't waste your time, mate. Bloody compass done broke on me. I'll not be fishing this day nor the next, more than like. Magnetite? Daniel asked that of you, did he? So, Dad's to fix up the old compass and put back out to sea, is he? Catch a nice haul of fat fish, hmm? Of a vessel what's barely seaworthy and scarce big enough for me alone. I've no crew, no hands to help with the haul. All bloody day at sea busting me ass gets me a few gil at best. Gods, days ain't what they were. Time was you could scarce count the ships what used to make berth here. There weren't no empty coin purse or stomach in all the bazaar. Small ships ain't got no place at sea no more. Everywhere I go I'm in the shadow or wake of some monstrous trawler or signer. The old ways are done. We little fishermen done lost our way. I ain't no fisherman no more, nor much of a father I suppose, just a broken man with a broken compass and broken dreams. Appreciate what you did, friend, bringing me magnetite. Gave it some more thought. I did. Putting back out to sea and all. But even with me compass fixed, still ain't got me luck a couple lures. Was waylaid by some goblin muggers few weeks back just north and east of here. Thieving bastards made off with all me lures, dozens all told. Must be you felled some earth sprites to get at them magnetite chunks, am I right? If so, I reckon you could put down a few goblins and bring them back me lures. Suppose I could make do with just 2 of them. A couple of copper ones should serve for now. You up for helping put a broken life back together? Grr! Those goddamn hollers! Who do they think they are? I paid good coin to... Ah! You there! You're one of those task-seeking adventurer types, are you not? Some wares I ordered from an Ul'Dah merchant arrived, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. Ain't obliged to bring 'em no further, the lazy bastards said. Gate to the bazaar's still the bazaar. Order ain't said nothing about no home delivery. The gall! There are 3 pieces in all. Would you be so good as to bring them to me? You lazy bastard! Sure. For now, Jodum is doing your errands, but soon, someday, you will be doing nothing but shining Jodum's boots. So says Jodum. Here's your stupid luggage. Gods, those oafs better not have damaged my bags. Well, have you found them yet? Yep. Let's see. Yes, yes, and yes. Excellent. Everything is accounted for. These bags contain garments from sun-silk tapestries, though each is flawed in some way. In Ul'Dah, even a minor misthread is enough to turn the most luxurious gown into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. So long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bazaar have no qualms with quality. Ah, times used to be better. We were never driven to such lows. But Gil is harder to come by now, and more so with each passing day. All that's left to this bazaar are overly proud souls with underly developed tastes. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. I pray this damnable bazaar someday sinks beneath the sands that strangle it. The sooner the better! It's kind of a jerk thing. Okay. What do you say? Nope. Nope. Yep. Oh. Oh, right, I can actually do this. Aha! Forget your shield, I'll just shoot things with more deeps. Oh, I have to kill hammerbeaks, do I? Battle, I say. More fire. Fire! Yeah, this one should be fine. Come on. Recast. Oh yeah, he's dead. Come on. Cast! So did you go for any particular theme for your decoration, Michael? Or did you just kind of wing it? I'm curious. Boom. Aha! Super fire. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Don't do jack to me, Hammerbeak, you hear me? Woo! Congrats, Severick! You are done! How'd it go? Also, do we get to know who the lucky people who got your time are? Or is that a surprise? Ah! Nice! Of ice and fire! Zappy zappy. Boom! Fire! Alright, cool, that one's done. Tackle the problem up over there. Got it, got it. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, dun, 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 dun. Oh, don't you toss bomb at me! Ow. Silly mugger. I do not appreciate having these bombs tossed at me. Joe Doom does not appreciate this. So Doom does not appreciate much of what occurs there. There. It ain't easy to ask, but I'm asking all the same, friend. 2 copper lures to get me back out to sea and put me Daniel's heart at ease. I'll be damned. The old copper lures. Never thought I'd see these buttes again. Bloody hells, them goblins sure saw to banging them up. Bah! Ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that's that. Must be Nold himself telling me to give up me sea legs. Might be as there's a new life waiting out there somewheres. Maybe me compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off me land to them bloody buzzard prospectors and see what else is out there for me. No! Okay. Uh-oh. It's terrible, Joe. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us, I know, but we are in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up a fake contract of sale and are trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kickapoo? That is the smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave, but foolish. Back for more, Kenrick? How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one ilm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable place. A stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings. And when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man, you couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast the visitors or gill of days past, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories are here, years worth of them, decades. We sweated together when we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival, and we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home! Those memories are what make this place, and I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Stubborn girl. No matter. The sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think of taking them down, were I you. In this feudal fight, Kickapoo, there are far more of us, and if you are truly willing to die for this place, we're more than willing to oblige you. Joe, please, the writs of seizure, you must tear them down and chase Kenrick from here once and for all. Why am I doing all your dirty work? I mean, at least this makes more sense with my current. What? Get out of here! Nobody's gonna mess with Joe Boone. Get nothing on me, little Lillifel. I'm the greatest thaumaturge of all time. Alright, where's your other buddy? Because I know somebody's gonna show up. Yep. How's it going, bucko? Think you can take down Joe Doom? Oh, you think you're something fancy because you can cast a little bit of thunder magic. Ah. Nice. That is awesome, man. Hey, how's it going, Nemo? Welcome to the stream! You're just in time for Joe Doom to take down some hired hands. He so hates to get his hands dirty, but when you're starting from the bottom, you kinda have to work your way up. Yeah, that's kinda how it works sometimes, Sav. It was a very well-worded and well-written article, so of course people are going to want you to talk about it repeatedly. That's just how that works. Hey, Kenrick! Get out of here! I thought you might be along. Pity you're too late. The demolitionists are already on their way. Every building bearing a writ of seizure will be rubble within the hour. The writs! What have you done? But that means my men! No, that's impossible! The day may be yours, but I will be back soon and with far more fearsome company. You've made an enemy for life, you fool! I won't be content simply to see the bazaar struck from the maps. No! I will not rest until its name is wiped from every history book in Eorzea! Nice lens flare. So Kenrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while, though I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words, bloody paltry things, but, we would like to thank you, Joe. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me. You've saved who I am. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy XIV. It's an MMO. It's the Final Fantasy MMO. I see now that I'll have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my homes from harm, but it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand with you. What do you... Saw what you did for us, having Joe here chase off Kenrick and all. It's true, there ain't much here worth fighting for, but it's home, goddammit! And I, for one, I ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home, and even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something right here together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And most of all, thank you, Joe. Hey, that's Joe Doom. The original version of it came out like 8 years ago. This version technically came out 5 years ago. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here. No more bustling port ships with ships full of cargo and fish. But the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history. That is what makes this place. Yeah, it does that because I don't have proper lighting yet, so it kind of just goes on and off. It's a sad day. I have some lighting for it, but it currently hurts my wife's eyes and causes her to get a migraine, and she tends to be like just in the other room where she can see it, so I don't feel like injuring her for the sake of light. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I've a final favor to ask of you. This letter. I wonder if you would deliver it to Momody for me when next you visit Ul'Dah. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. No, I don't have a light ring, I just have like LED lights. But they are fucking strong. They're like full daylight simulation LED lights, and she has like a slight... It's not really an allergy, I don't think is the right word, but LED lights in general tend to give her like headaches and migraines. Okay, so we need to go all over the damn place. First we'll go over here and turn this in. Time to run. But yeah, literally all I have is just a couple lamps with like really strong LED lights. What's all this then? You got something for me? A letter? Now who would think to... Kickapoo? Haven't heard word from that old gal in ages. How's the dear doing? Let's see here. That's Kickapoo, alright. Time was I used to call in at the Silver Bazaar quite often. This was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thanalan, mind you. Old Kickapoo and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kickapoo's the very heart and soul of that place. Hells, even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her and them good folks were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that. But I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'd wager Gil to Goobu Poop. The Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its former glory for long. In any case, I thank the 12 of you were here to help them. Here, for you on behalf of Kickapoo in the Bazaar. You don't need a better face. Your face is just fine. You need to calm down. Bring out Shadade! Bring out Shadade! Sleep. All right. To the Thaumaturge Guild. Woo! First I gotta go turn in the other one to Goggabigo! Goggabigo! Ah, welcome back, Joe. You seem to have done well, both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. Oh yeah, Fable Remastered is always good. Fable! Ugh. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knight and dead mages. I've only died 2 times. Joe, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Uh-oh. Bro is mad. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo, or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kokobusi? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boosie, but Joe here was most insistent. And once again, you brush me aside in the hope that I abandon my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? Fable 2 was okay. It just wasn't as good as Fable 1. And Fable 1 has gotten a little bit dated. Yeah, I played the shit out of Fable 2 as well. I hate you! All of you! Ah! Please, Boosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things! You know how delicate Baigo is! That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Go back to hell! I mean that in the entirely good way. You love the little halfling trash witch. Which one? There's so many halfling trash witches. Hebben cowl. Oh, that's probably the better one. Yep. Yoink. Now I'm a hempen trash witch too. Oh. Okay. Yes, Joe, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. Aha! So, Joe, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last moment's trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flame sputters out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reserves is not but a man with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to revoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of his incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to his etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and the efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Fs. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Gee, thanks. Glad that you're so concerned about me. Away to northern Thanlin! Well, central Thanlin, I guess. The Gate of Nord. Noun. And book it! Hup, 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 hup. How dare you cover up Joe Doom's beautiful hair with your trashy thing. It appears that Joe Doom has to deal with this fucking hood getting in the way of his glorious hair. Although how they got the hood over my glorious hair, Joe Doom is still not sure. He's like a little angry Harry Potter. Sleep. Oh, that's kind of fucked. Okay. Good to note. Need to find more of these sylphid clouds real quick. Yeah, there's still a lot of people playing this online. Like a lot. Take the big sleep. Wow, that's really, really fucked. At least like 20. Nah, if you actually like look at it, I think it's a decent number. I can't remember the specific numbers as of right now, but I know there's quite a few. I'll put it to you this way, this is the low-level area, and I'm still consistently running into people on a not that populated server. It is something you come across. Yeah, probably just barely less than WoW at this point. Like, this is the second largest MMO currently. Yeah! Just zap the shit out of him. Boom. Yeah, DDO is DDO's a little bad. Just a skosh. Zap. PDO has a few problems. Few key, big, massive problems. Boom. Whoop. What is it? Like, from what I've heard, Divinity Original Sin 2 is basically like the equivalent of that. I used to like DDO about 12 years ago. What else do I need? Need Spriggan Grave Robber in the Black Bush and in the Clutch. Where's the Black Bush? The Clutch. Ah, Black Brush over there. Okay. I want to be able to walk from Shadowdale to Neverwinter, damn it! That's fair. That is entirely fair. I want to swim the seas to jolt. Alright. Wyston! Come to join. Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Hey, kids. I go nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, so you'll have to carry me. A cookie? Well, if Eiston really wants me to go home, then alright, but I want 2 next time. Jesus. But Eiston always plays with us. Why would he come out to play? Wow, a ginger cookie. I'd better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. I love how they just use the Lalafell sprites for children. Wyson's kind to us. I like him. This is from me? I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Wyston thanks and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. I like playing with Wyston. He makes sure no one bullies us. Wyston's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. There you go, Wyston. Wyston! Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity and with it our place within those walls. We found her! We found the vein, Wyston. You must come and see. Already? Amazing! We leave at once! You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Oh boy! You're gonna get stabbed. I wonder if this is going to end poorly. Do you think they get that it's going to end poorly? Zappy zap. Hey, Spriggan. Hey, Spriggan. Spriggan? Nope. Get back here. Spriggan! Stupid Spriggan. Oh yeah. Which tweet did he need? Oh, whoa, no, not that one. Which tweet did he send out? I try to retweet his stuff whenever I see, like, it actually on there. The problem is that it usually gets buried under a mountain of crap. George seems cool. I like trying to help out George. Or Bjorg. However you want to pronounce it. Ah! Yeah, I would totally do that when I finish. He's a cool dude. Oh god, if you're level 13, it will be synced. Jesus. For a level 9 quest. Oh gee, he got backstabbed. What a surprise. That's those balls, son. A Vainivore in the middle of a ruined bloody city. God's damn idiot. What did you think was gonna happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the masters of Ul'Dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all your friends have deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake to life. Eh? The fuck was that? Who's spouting that gibberish? Show yourself! Oh no! This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hell, does Lord Lorito mean to kill us too? Whoa! That enemy stand sure looks strong. Oh, it's just a clay golem. Not interested in your clay golem. Thanks. Sleep. And I'm gonna just let it kind of run its course. Behold the power of cheese tactics! Yeah, Pathfinder's doing a second edition. It's neat. Mind you, the sleep gets less and less effective each time. But still. Yeah! You can cheese it out for a little bit. You're strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? I am if I get the hell out of the way! You happy to see Battletech will be out in April? Nice! Yep! Go to ah, dang, you fully resisted it. Zap! Nope. Fire! Impossible! Never has the golem been so sorely tested. Your golem sucks. You sad that it's doing a second E, or you saw? I think that was supposed to be saw. I read it as saw. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. You're right, I'm Joe Doom. Okay, cool. I'll retweet the original one. Once, matter of fact, I'll just do it now. I have my phone right here. Assuming that I can find it. Friggin' 100,000 plus notifications. Definitely go check this out. I was about to say, just because something is getting updated does not necessarily mean that it will be bad. Also, that looks like there's going to be a little bit of a spike. Damn, seems I've missed all the fun. Change of pace. Is that who the podcast was with, or were you just talking with him? Yeah, from what you were saying, Sever, because I didn't get a chance to, I didn't really get a chance to look at it very much. Was, like, you can potentially cast multiple spells around, and you can do, like, multiple attacks as a level 1 and shit, and that sounds kind of rad. It's just points. I see you didn't need my help this time. Ah, that makes sense. Oh shit, flashback! What? Not even flashback, just something. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'Dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. Oh, neat. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it, bloody Eorzea. What stirred them up, do you reckon? So you could, in theory, do 3 verbal-only spells in a round, or 3 spells that only have 1 component each. That's kind of neat. Another raid, and I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Nixing the traditional initiative system, eh? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying? Yeah, that's the thing, like, even if the new edition is not something you necessarily want, you shouldn't really be sad, because you still have all the things you can do with the old stuff. This rate grain will soon be more precious than gold, a result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to the Dalmud's descent. And of course, to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Rousseau will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Oh, well that's neat. That's really neat, actually. The fuck is with that mask? Truly a marvel of Garlean ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the aether. AD&D and the casting time mods and their weapon mods and fucking stuff. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. I don't know what he's doing. The fucking goggles. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree? Maybe Papashan will know something of it. That is, like, even in Final Fantasy universe, that's a pretty conspicuous headpiece. That's pretty apparent what the fuck's going on. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. A person of interest had already quit the scene. The general? Very well, I shall be there anon. Which is clear, number 1 or number 2? My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Weiston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of aether in Thonolin. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Pathfinder Crunch is so good. If you're looking for Crunch, yes. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... You know what? Never mind. Fare thee well. Very well. What fate is this? Ah. Oh, no, no, no. Zap! Scoosh! Yep, his mask is his shoulder part. Because Final Fantasy. Oh. You get to sleep now. Until I'm ready for you to not sleep. Which is now. That. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, come on! This displeases Joe Doom on multiple levels. Ah! Did he really leave me? You jerk. You made him reset. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I think they're mainly just looking at all their options and trying to do like the best possible one they can is the thing. Jittering jig. Oh, nope. Ow. I got hit when I shouldn't have gotten hit. Oh boy. Change can be a little bit complicated sometimes. You must have faith. Zap. There we go. Joe Doom did it by himself. Joe Doom needs no one else. Yeah, nothing is final by any means of the imagination. Time to go speak to Vice, then. Dun. 12 bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own gods. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could have hardly predicted the wealthiest man in Ul'Dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sake. That ruthless bastard. Nor of that monstrosity. Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'Dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, goddamn it. If Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momody. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go and speak to Momody. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. But for now, I will go turn in this quest. Wish. Because Joe Doom needs his XP. You're back. Please tell me you retrieved the gemstones. Yep. Bless you thrice over, adventurer. Thanks to you, my hide will remain intact. It's hard to believe that the Kickerin used to be honest merchants. Some of them even lived in Ul'Dah. But then the beastmen were banished from the city and the Kickerin lost their livelihood. Some turned to thieving and other petty crimes to survive. It's a sad tale, but sadder still that most of the citizens couldn't care less. The sad, sad state of affairs we're in. Now I have new pants! No other quests here, so now I just have to go and deal with the F's. The F's. Come now! Joe Doom, on the scene. Got some sylphid clouds and some handling workers and Fs. Freaking Fs. Fire! Fire. Oh god, we're going to be slaying quite a few of these. Blizzard! Ice! God, I hate it when that happens. Thunder! That's a big boy. All big boys. Whew! But yeah. But yeah. There. More Fs. Burn! There is not to do but to kill the Fs. You shall be slowed. Your death shall be slow and painful. Oh, hi, Eft. It just randomly spawned by me. Death to thee! Wizard! So much fire! No worries, Emo! Difficulty rank? The fuck does that mean? Oh, I see. Next difficulty rank. Ah. So yeah, I think Pathfinder 2 could be really interesting, but it's way, way, way too early to tell anything about it. Oh, that's so nice of them. Now let's really be real, Emo. For the most part, like, Pathfinder currently is a little bit of that because there are so many min-max builds. Like, it's not quite superpowers, but it's pretty close sometimes. Return. Which Star Trek game? Shield of Tomorrow. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Savrik? You confuse and concern me. Oh, nice. Interesting. Mamade! Mamade! Why will you not let me stand on a stool? Settle down, Joe. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Wyston, on the other hand, is now a pariah, about as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Naldthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'Dah, Joe. It's true that there are some here who aren't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damned fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Joe, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Otapa Potopo. Potapa. Otopa Potapa. Whenever you feel like staying. Nice. Ha 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 ha. When you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild levy or two. We've a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Guild levies! Yeah, this is acceptable for Joe Doom. So be sure and keep your thoughts in mind. Alright. Alright, perfect. Look what the Carl dragged in. Good to see you, Joe. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fellow by the name of Dadanin who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ul'Dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thanalan, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of a chocobo porter from the journey to Horizon if you've the gil for it, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigan, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Potopa, potopa. Alright, that's for basically getting super XP. The fuck is this? Oh, guild levy. That's right. Sure! Ah, Joe, Mummy said you might come. I've been a DM, a mix of Battletech Fate Core. It has pushed me as a DM more than anything ever before. Dungeon World is a safe system for that. Powered by the apocalypse. Oh, as far as like being really, really heavy on the DM, it seems that way from the pro wrestling RPG. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many guild levies available here at the Adventurers Guild. Guild levies are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry, prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills, from battlecraft levies that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft levies that ask for the creation of goods. The tasks we term levy quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak with Totonoa. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first levy quest. I guess this pleases Joe Doom. Joe Doom does not like people telling him what to do, but he will still get the job done. Okay. Cockabani! Aha! You arrived before me upright and breathing! Wonderful! It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, Joe, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? I'd brandish my scepter as a club, because Joe Doom ain't no coward. Yes, the scepter is certainly a lethal instrument of death. Your death, you valorous fool! Remember the first chapter, we do not close distance with our enemies, and we certainly do not hit them with our finely crafted tools of thaumaturgy. Pray consider replenishing your energies with a vial of ether before humiliating yourself in melee combat. Ah, ether, the drought of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed, any who practice the arts of arcane manipulation, value this substance above all others. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastman activity. It seems an Amalha raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Amalha bastards and retrieve their cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. Ah, and I believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you are busy incinerating Amalha, be sure to collect some samples of their blood, assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Where the hell is this place you want me to go to, you crazy bastard? Oh, it's out over there. Okay. This confuses me. Welcome to YouTube, where nothing makes sense and people will subscribe to things that don't have anything on it. And yet will sometimes not subscribe to things that do have stuff on it. It's a very, very confusing place. Do 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 do. Western Thunlin. Let us go. It's time to run. Whee! Dun, 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 dun. Ding, 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 ding. Damn it. Yeah. Bill Doom wishes that he could run faster. Level 10 dog eat dog. Hey, this sounds like my kind of place. After all, Brooklyn is the king of dog eat dog worlds. Oh, and pound for pound, eh? I bet Chocobo are delicious. I mean, you're not wrong, they probably are delicious. But yeah! Boom! Just annihilate all. Destroy them all! Oh boy, that one's gonna come attack me here in a second. Or not. I bet you they taste like chicken. I know, right? They're just like, I hated Bob anyway. Bob can go die in a fire. Specifically the fire that tiny little poofy-haired child is sending his way. This will teach Bob for stealing from the water cooler again. Nope, nope, this one liked Bill, though. I'm sure he'll get tired after Bill is dead. Oh no, no, I'm poisoned! Sheet! Stop! You must die, you bird beast! So says Joe Doom. Full aggro mobs, this is what I want. Need it, want it, gotta have it. Seriously though, it was weird that they weren't aggroing. Ice. Okay, cool. Ah, needed to turn the cupcakes. Nice. Oh shit. Nope, nope, nope. Doom needs to get into a better position to fight the weird giant lizard snake things. Also, Joe Doom needs to only fight one at a time. There we go. This is acceptable to Joe Doom. Ow. What? Jerk! Fate Core can be whatever you want it to be. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. Zappy zappy. Zap. Fire. Nice. Must destroy the wolves! Yeah, this is true. You were never a big fan of the big mechs. I'm still waiting for Clay to finish his Steel Strides and Mechanical Hearts though, because that's gonna be... That sounds like it's gonna be freaking awesome! Yeah, because I initially was going to do it, and then my work started just fucking my schedule every time I tried to schedule anything, so I can't do anything. It irritates me. It irritates me immensely. With a slapjack. The hell is a slapjack? Ooh. I don't know. Okay, where's some more doggos? Could really use some more doggos! Oh, there's a doggo. Zap! Woo! Sweet XP! Doom does everything for the XP. Oh, my hunting logs. Now that I have difficulty 2! Horizon's Edge, got copper goblins and bombs. Got the clutch. We got some antling sentries and a giant tortoise and things. Eastern Thenelin. Okay. Got some stuff to go through. Sunrise Gate. First, let me get the porter. I think it's a wide-faced baton covered in leaves. Or covered in leather. Slapjack. Joe, I presume? Aye, Momody said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momody to send me any souls looking for work. 12 knows there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself of some use. Alright, asshole. Yo, Doom will remember this. I need some britches. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services, despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair. I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbill Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. Oofaloopa! Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been filching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have produced 4 iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you're done, please report to my fellow brassblade Sheshazan. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed profitable and legitimate both. Oh yes, that seems so not sketchy when someone's like, I have a completely legitimate business opportunity for you. Tell me, do you know what a peist is? It's the scalekin that looks like a snake, except gets around on 4 legs. The creatures are wont to petrify their prey with dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called. And I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it you're well rewarded. Jesus, you want me to just maul people? What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm Joe Doom. I'm not animal slaughterer, but you know what? I'll do it. I need me some snake skin. A fine day to you, adventurer. My name is Totanoa, and I am in charge of assigning local levy quests here at Horizon. You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Excellent. Allow me to set you your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you. Before I can permit you to undertake official duties, it is essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a moment to review the task outlined in this guild levy. Do you believe it within your capabilities? Yeah. Alright. Report to Western Thailand. Marvelous. A word of warning. When near death, Pice are wont to flee to their kin. Slay the beast quickly lest you become a meal for its mates. Okay. Ah, have to do it in a specific portion, I see. Past the sunset gate, as it were. Makes sense, I suppose. Okay! Let's set these traps, shall we? Bam. So is that the drunken stag? Yeah, that's the drunken stag. Alright, set the traps, get ready, gotta go. Gotta blow this popsicle stand. First I gotta turn in this quest, cause it's right here. Josh is on! Set those traps up for Fufalupa, have you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who... Dolls, balls, and a knapsack. Are those my leg traps in front of the gate? A trader's chocobo could step right into that and lose a foot. Better disarm those things before someone important is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you were just following orders. It's Fufalupa, you see. He certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. Wow. That seems so culturally insensitive. That guy. The fuck? What's the difference? Actions. Break. Ah. Neat. Assign the hotbar. Now, what is your difference? Alright, that seems fair. Sprint, Joe. Sprint like you've never sprinted before. And then turn in this damn quest. What do you want? Dunnin's product? You can send all the notices you like, but it won't change a thing. The concern is closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Aha. Listen up, slapnuts! The product you heard Dunnin going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw nashashite. I managed to dig up a bloody good amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out even, but then them 12 damned goblins came along. Not like any goblins I'd seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstone, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mine, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me nashashite? That guy's got a problem. He's got a case of the vapors. Adventurer, please! A moment, if you would. Do you mean to go into the mines? I fled for my life when the goblins came, and only now realize that I left my tools behind. Please, you must retrieve them for me. My sharpened pickaxe, old hammer, and heavy sledgehammer. Without them, my life is as good as over. Your life is as good as over some tools. Alright, yeah, I can't see any problems with this. Oh, it's a close one. Okay. Sure. It's the get out of jail free card. Zappy zappy. Zap. Not even zap. Thy priest! You will burn, much as your friends burned. Ah, damn! And dead. Perfect. All right. Well, I think it's time that we returned to the inn and simply had a bit. Hey, how's it going, Team Reyes? Sadly, the hood is covering up Joe Doom's glorious hair. This is most troubling. How'd the threads of fate go? Yes, I figured. How'd that go? You have a good time? Unacceptable! There is no way to prevent it either. This is now the way that it must be. This pleases Joe Doom. We're not dead. I mean, it is a good thing to not be dead. You're probably gonna be dead when you find Strahd. You helped us not fight nice people. I helped us not fight. Retire to an inn room. You have entered a sanctuary. Ah. A recap and cutscenes that you can redo. Oh. Interesting. Summoning bell. Retainers. Joe Doom is going to need all the retainers. I haven't unlocked half this cool shit. we might. All right. Well, I think it just fought a shadow of Vecna, even lived through it. Yep, we did. It was very, very interesting. I don't know how we lived. We really shouldn't have. Considering we were out of doggos. But yes, that is where I think I'm going to stop the adventures of Joe Doom today. I do want to take a quick moment to thank all these fantastic patrons for all their continued support in making this show a little bit better and helping me to get stuff like that pro wrestling RPG that I'm going to look into running here. Because goblins and orcs need to be suplexed and elbow dropped. But yes, by the next time you see Joe Doom, he probably will need, not even need, he'll probably have a new job. Gonna probably get some tailoring and some gold mining in on him. Although I don't know if that'll be by the next time, but it might be. Who knows? No worries, Neo. As always, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks so much. And until next time, keep gaming. Bop. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da. Ba-ba.